Alright, YouTube, what's good with y'all? I originally did like my audio inside the shop, but unfortunately my mic wanna break in somehow, some way. So here we just doing a voiceover or whatever. But we gonna do a mid fade for my boy today. Just a regular mid fade showing y'all my steps and processes for real. First thing you wanna do, comb it out and then set in that first ball guideline. But with that first ball guideline, we kind of gonna dictate how we want the fade. For a mid fade, I'm showing y'all, to keep a drop fade, you want to keep that curve right there, and that's to start a mid fade off. You could start it at the bottom of his vertical bar, or you could slightly drop it a little bit and then give it a drop fade effect. But we're just gonna do a straight mid fade all the way through the fade and not drop it in the bag. So right now we're creating our first ball guideline. And with this, our level will be all the way closed, which is closer to the scalp, leaving a nice baldness. I use my fader so it's easier to take out the initial guideline. Cause I know a lot of people, y'all be stuck with taking out that first guideline. It'd be hard when you first don't know your steps and your processes. It'd be hard to take that line out, and it kind of just stays there, and it makes the fade look all uneven and choppy and stuff like that. But use your faders. Don't use your trimmers. Use your faders. It give y'all a way better outcome, and it'll be way easier to take out. See, I have a nice clean fade at the end. Now right here, as I do the right side, then I move on to the back. But usually I move on halfway towards the back, and then I kind of skip. But I did a little exaggerate, first guideline, and I kind of went a little bit over in the back. And now we're gonna skip, and we're gonna do the left side. Doing the left side this way, we're just making sure everything is even. So we're stopping right there and going back to the left side, and then we're gonna connect the two sides. And what this is making it even, connecting it from the back, in the back area, dictates whether it's going to be even or not. Now I can see that the fade on the left side, well, not the fade, but the first initial guideline on the left side is a little bit like tilted down, so I'm just going to adjust and push it up. It's alright if you don't get it right the first time. Just keep trying. Everything gonna come out clean. This fade came out really nice. Now to dictate, if you have an even line, you kind of want to turn your client to the back and just play with it a little bit. Take some hair off, look at it again, step back, just ensure that everything is nice and even, so that at the end of the fade you have a nice clean blurry fade, and if one side of the fade don't look like it's all the way on top of his head, and one side of the fade don't look like it's in the middle or drop down at the bottom. So for our second to start our fade, our second initial guideline will be with the lever all the way open, and we just going up about a half of an inch. A half of an inch, what I would dictate is right here. Right here I'm using the this blade in particular, right where the grooves kind of start, above where it says digital gap. And yes, I do have a digital gap on my Babeless clippers. They work amazingly. But right where that groove starts, I kind of dictate that to be, you could you don't have to, because nobody is going to sit there and take out a measuring stick and just measure the width of the fade. So you want to use your clippers to dictate how thick the blend will be. And once you dictate how thick the blend will be, you could go off there for the rest of the head and the rest of the fade, no matter the guard that you're using. Now I try to keep this as raw as I can possibly for y'all. This is raw footage of me just doing the fade. I try to it takes this fading process takes about 10 minutes. Yeah, it actually takes about 10 minutes. We're gonna do this whole entire fade, and I ain't gonna really skip through or nothing like that. But now we just I was at the beginning of the this little clip right here, I was showing y'all that I was slightly, I'm fading down right now. Now we're gonna start our process of fading down with inside of the fade. First, I like to fade everything out with our lever all the way open, and then we're going to slowly notch down to the bottom of the fade, our first guideline, and we're going to take all that out, blending all of it in. And every time we close our blade, which will be closer to, no hair, the clipper leaving no hair, we're going to slightly go down. And that's how we complete a down fade, or fading down. Fading down is nicer and is It takes a little time to understand, I would say, or maybe I might be explaining it for y'all as easy as possible. Y'all might understand it, y'all might grasp the concept pretty quick, but it ensures that you're not bringing a fade up too high. Cause right here, basically, like with this 3 guard right here, I'm showing y'all that we're not, when we doing this type of haircut, because he does like to wear it up, as you can see, but we're gonna comb it down right now because that's the way he came in. Now, when you do the sides and when you're debulking and everything with this 3 guard, we're not flicking out. Flicking out, we're just using this side of the guard right here. So when you're doing this on the side of the head, you don't want to dig in. Digging in creates less weight, and flicking out, as you can see right here, creates more weight, and it's going to leave a lot of weight at the top. But we're not looking to leave a lot of weight at the top. A lot of weight will ensure that the hair on top will kind of sit on the hair. So, but we're not going for that look for this in particular client. So what you want to do, you just want to ride the head. Basically what I'm doing right here, you're not flicking out, you're just going straight up riding the side of his head. You're just going with his head shape, but you're not tilting the clippers in towards his hair, because that would dig in and that will leave less hair. And the haircut, you'll be like like somebody just set some, I guess you could say some hair or something on top of his head, and it's just basically just sitting on top of his head. So you just want to ride the head, as we're doing right here. I feel like this is a nice angle for this. You're not slightly, flicking out, but just riding the top of the hair. Now we're gonna start our fading down process with our three guard. First, you want to start with the level all the way open, and then you want the same process we did with fading out the the one in our first guideline to our second guideline ratio that we just did. Now we're gonna start there with our 3 guard, and we're gonna work our way down from the 3 guard to the 2 guard to the 1.5, all the way down to the 1 guard, and then a 1/2 guard. It's pretty quick, pretty easy processes. Now with our 3 guard, we just going to see what I'm indicating right here is that you might see me going all the way up at the top of the fade. It might give you the illusion of that, but really it's only the comb. A guard is a comb that you put on the clipper so that it it doesn't cut what it doesn't need to cut, or it cuts at a higher length or a longer length for you. So with the guard being on there, with this 3 guard being on there, it might look like it's touching the top of his head, but it's not. Or it's touching that weight at the top, but it's not. I'm slightly moving down every single time. Whenever I hear the hair cut, I'm immediately pulling back and going straight back down, and then starting it over again. Once y'all start doing the processes, and once y'all start getting your techniques down, y'all gonna understand or have a stronger feel for it, I would say. Y'all gonna have a stronger feel for it. It's not even the sound, it's just memorizing and just looking and seeing. You don't have to say nothing. You could just look at the fade and tell that you need to move down. But the sound is a nice indicator that you need to move down and go on to the next guard or close the lever and start fading down a little bit more. Now y'all about to watch this whole entire process of this fade coming together. Man, it's a beautiful fade. That's all I can say about the fade. But yeah, we just doing our fading process right now. And when I fade, if y'all want to take some stuff from me, I start in the middle, which will be only, I'm talking just on the right side. We only start on the right side. We break it down into 3 sections. We have the right side of the head, the back side of the head, and then we have the left side of the head. Now we're only doing this on the right side of the head. We started with the 3 guard and we move down. And then we do the whole entire process, and then we basically connect everything together. Then we go on the left side, match it with the right side, and then we go on the back side and just connect it, and it all looks so beautiful when it comes out. Now we're just moving down our guards. And this is our 1/2 guard that we're using. And what's so good about this technique is you're going down within the fade. Detailing is an important part of a haircut. And me, I don't have to waste time to go back inside of the fade and detail. With this type of technique, as I'm going down, say the 3 guard, the 2 guard. Now, for instance, right here, see I'm turning my clippers to the side. The whole clipper isn't on it, just the edge. So when I'm fading, I put on my half guard, and then while in the midst of fading down with my half guard, as I'm closing the lever, getting closer and closer to the bottom of the fade, as I'm fading out these lines, I'm making the blend blurry. When I get halfway with my half guard, I slightly move back up, tilt my clipper to the side so I can detail, and I quickly detail everything within the 2 guard area. You don't have to waste time going back through the fade and putting all these other guards back on again. I'm not going to confuse y'all on this channel, bro. I'm going to make it as simple as possible for y'all. I'm not going to give y'all no other, maybe if they have a challenge out one day or some type of new fading technique, I might try it out for y'all on my channel. But we keep everything the same. We keep everything simple because as y'all can see, it works. You could go back to my previous videos on, you know, Corsair. I'm doing the same exact thing every single time. I'm not gonna confuse y'all. Like, I'm not saying like other YouTubers, bro. I'm not gonna confuse y'all. I'm not gonna come up with a million different steps and just confuse y'all, bro. This is just plain in y'all face, and this is the only, you know, you could my system is a great system. You can add other things to the arsenal, but this is a good foundation for anyone to start off, or for anybody to understand. It's very easy to understand, and you will grab. The more you watch my videos, the more you're gonna grasp, the more you're gonna catch on, the better you're gonna be. I already have people in the comments. Well, let me pause real quick. But right now we're at our half guard spot, and we just taking out the smallest line, the smallest faintest line at the bottom. And I'm showing y'all the fade right here. The fade came out nice. The fade came out very, very nice. And I'm showing this is where we came from right here. Look at the back of the head, and then look at the side of the head. That's a complete transition, man. A nice transition. And what I would do, I would go back to the left side and then go in the back, and I kind of blend. As you can see in the back, it's gonna blend all together very, very nicely once you complete the back. But it's really a nice foundation, bro. And we did a beard lineup and everything on him, clean his beard up. We kind of styled his hair, we texturized his hair, put our products in his hair. And as you can see, the way I texturized it, I made it sure it had a nice little flow to the back. It's a nice little, I get excited when I do straight hair. It's very exciting doing it because you kind of get to play and manipulate it and kind of sculpt and style it for, like, well, we're all artists when it comes to, you know, barbering, but it just brings my, I guess, my artistic, it brings back my artistic fun that I have for drawing and stuff like that. But we styled it at the top and everything, bro. Y'all can't lie, it's a nice haircut, and y'all could achieve these steps too. That's the good thing about it. I'm not making anything too difficult for y'all to understand. It's just simple, bro. And he does like a nice little lineup. Look at the fade, look at the hair at the top, look how it just sits on there and doesn't, you know, man. Look, it's HYB. If you're not handling your business, then what you